Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Heroes of the Storm, one of two gameplay videos for the Lost Vikings that I'll be putting out right away. This one is the one that I think is the preferred way to play the Vikings, at least for me, and I think the way they get the most power. We're going to basically be focusing as the Vikings as one unit by themselves. They're going to always pretty much be together. So we're going to do everything we can to give them as much group synergy as possible. We're going to start with Viking Hoard, which allows them to regenerate health more quickly, and every orb they gain will allow more regeneration over time. It should allow them to be somewhat resilient while they're working together, and they're going to need it because they're going to be vulnerable to AoE attacks. Level 4, we're going to get Spin to Win, allows the Vikings to do additional damage. This is where a lot of power comes in for the Vikings. It does quite a bit, it's on a fairly low cooldown, and it's got a pretty good area of effect, and enemies can sometimes not see that damage coming. Level 7, we're going to get Jump, which allows us every 20 seconds to gain invulnerability for a second and a half. Level 10, since we're focusing as a group, we're going to be using the Longboat Raid, because you really can't use this when the Vikings are separate, so since we're going to be together, this is going to be one of the best ones we can use. It does quite a bit of damage. We're going to get Impatience is a Virtue, which is very useful indeed. It allows me to quickly get the cooldowns back. Spin to Win will be available very frequently while this is in play. And then at 16, Norse Force. And this is going to be very important with Impatience as a Virtue. You get a shield that is double the strength in its power if all the Vikings are alive, and it will definitely keep them alive for a lot longer. So you jump through major sources of damage, and then you try to Norse Force through anything else that might be out there to try and kill you. And that, along with their regeneration, will make them very resilient characters, honestly. And then lastly, we'll get Ragnarok and Roll to double the power of the Longboat, and that should allow them to do quite a bit. So ladies and gentlemen, this will be the gameplay with the Vikings together as one, as always intended.
Where will we end up this time?
Heroes, prepare for combat.
Bring me through the food.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shire. Unfortunately, this is going to be my second attempt at getting you a recording for getting the group together and fighting as one unit. Starting with Viking Hoard for the regeneration.
We'll do that.
Unfortunately, what ended up happening
In 10 seconds.
is the recording ended up stopping partially through it. I think I accidentally hit the record button again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Which is annoying, because even though the match was doing terribly at the beginning, we ended up winning, and it was ended up being a really great match, and I think it really showed off some of the strengths. And it was on Sky Temple, so I got to show the Harrison Jones things, since I know how it works now. I've mentioned it before in the comment section about the theory about clicking it. That ends up what it is. And so next time I get Sky Temple, I will try and show it off. Alright, so Nazebo trying to trap me. Not going to work for him, really. Looks like I'm fighting Nazebo and Abathur.
Where do you get these ideas anyway?
So unfortunately the Vikings are fairly weak until they get their abilities. Once I get Spin to Win, I'll have an easier time of it. And I need to make sure I always get those orbs, because those orbs are going to be paramount to my survival.
And let loose the
What I'm
dragon
going to do is
knight.
kind of pull back. I'm going to let Olaf kind of regenerate. Now something I want to show off is if I attack move, Olaf's not going to do his charge. But if I right-click my target, he does do his charge. That's something you got to keep in mind with the Vikings. You got to be very careful about how you manipulate them. Attack moving can be nice, and it really helps with hitting enemies.
Hurry, activate the shrines and the dragon.
But if you want Olaf to use his special abilities, you got to be mindful of that. So I'm going to move Olaf back, and I'm just going to use the range guys. I'm going to let Olaf regenerate.
My swords are sharp.
There we go. Now he's full up. Let's go in. Alright, so we're going to have Eric try and get it.
Hurry up already.
And here it is. The Lost Vikings with the Dragon Knight. As long as I hit 4 and and use all the Vikings, I have access to the abilities of the Dragon Knight. If I hit anyone that's not a Dragon Knight, I won't have access to the abilities. So that's how that works. But as you can see here, I'm getting a little bit of additional push because
You have been slain.
I've got Eric and the Dragon Knight, and they're all here. So let's kind of move off somewhere else. I've got Eric and the Dragon Knight, and then the other 2 Vikings were available off to the side. And if I had their abilities, of course, I could use them, but I don't. Alright, let's get Eric back. And as you can see there, that was kind of what I really wanted to show off, is that the strength of these Vikings is you can split them up like that, and it works out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now use my newfound powers to spin the win. We're going to try and take some of these camps. All right, Olaf, do your thing. All right, they're spin the win, and they're hitting Eric for some reason. All right, I'm already taking damage. Pull out because he's got Abathur helping him. Spin. Yeah, that was not a bright move there, Zeratul.
Don't mess with the Vikings! I'm back, baby!
He probably didn't realize I had an ability that had an AoE. And there's people in the middle lane, so I guess I'm not mid anymore. Alright, let's move him out. Go and regenerate, Olaf. Alright, spin the win when you get in there. There we go.
Power gathers.
Now, it doesn't matter which Viking you have selected when you do that. Like, if I choose Eric and I've got him off over here, and I hit spin the win, all the Vikings spin. Alright, so let's keep going. No one's in mid, so I'm going to go there.
Activate the shrines. Take the dragon.
Let's go into spin. And you can see there's a lot of power there. I mean, it hits pretty hard. Just waiting for my team to kind of pick up the Dragon Knight there. Go ahead and get out of that. And spin it is! Oh, there's Zeratul. Let's do a little damage, kind of moving back and forth to keep Zeratul guessing and keep my characters safe. Alright, we need to pull back because I don't want anybody surprisingly getting this Dragon Knight. Okay, there's Diablo. Okay, no, he's not going to get it. Alright, let's go ahead and pull back. Yeah, pulling back. Longboat! This is going to be awesome. No, you don't, Diablo. Longboat it is. I need some help, though. Alright, good. Good, they stopped it. And that Abathur Diablo is close to dead. It's alright. Alright, let's kind of pull back a bit. There we go, got a little bit of help. Wow. Sonya got beat. Alright, so the Dragon Knight is ours, but I just don't have the means to obtain it. Olaf, thankfully, will get some regeneration, so that's fine. Let's go. Nope, I'm not going to be able to. Not with Diablo here. What I can try and do is throw Eric at it, while the other two... Nope, Zeratul's here. I was thinking of throwing Eric at it. If I had Eric stealth, that might have worked. 22 seconds. Let's try and uh-oh. Get out of that. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, well, the Dragon Knight's not available anymore.
I'm hungry.
Alright, let's get the boat out of there.
Got donuts for Olaf?
Well, the enemy team, unfortunately, is a couple levels ahead.
Yeah, okay.
I'm doing everything I can to make this work. I'm gonna have Eric go for it. Alright.
Is this real life?
Still trying to get these orbs. I've got 11 of them now, 6.5% or 6.5 additional health per second. So Olaf's got his natural regeneration, plus I'm getting that. Alright, Impatience is a virtue, so now I should get my cooldowns much quicker. And that does reduce the cooldown of the longboat as well, which is fantastic. That's going to be very helpful to me. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the regeneration orb. We're just going to wait it out a bit. I'm going to keep pushing. Doing a pretty good job pushing the tower on this one. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of his route. Alright, and spin. And of course Olaf is the one that took damage, so all I have to do is wait. And so I just jump out of it, so I take no damage. And he's got no tower.
Just like making goat cheese.
I'm gonna get Eric there just in case. Uh-oh. Oh no, I might lose Olaf. Ah, nope, 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 we did it. This is really going nowhere fast, I hate to say.
Is this real life?
So yeah, Nazebo can't trap me anymore because of jump, which is awesome.
Just like making goat cheese.
Now they did manage to root Olaf after the trap.
Yeah, okay.
Your fort has fallen.
Okay, we need someone to grab the bottom. I'm like just kind of trying to hold off here. I've got the highest XP contribution, so that's working. Also highest siege damage, so that, yeah, I guess both of those are working for me. There's no reason not to use Spin to Win as much as I can. And there we go. We are on the Viking boat, and the Viking boat. Wow, they jumped me, they tried to gank me, and they failed.
A killing blow.
Beautiful. I love it when that
Choose a
happens.
talent.
Smashed like a disgusting vegetable.
Alright, we've got Norse Force ready to go.
I'm hungry.
Alright, getting Norse Force on, so we've got all the power. Alright, gonna try and avoid a little bit of a damage, and then there's Spin to Win.
Unleash its power.
Alright, we're gonna move Eric and have him run away.
Where am I going? Oh, never mind.
And Eric's coming back.
Rise again and take your
Might not
revenge,
go the
hero.
way we think it will.
And there he goes.
Real life?
So I lost 2 Vikings, that's okay.
Don't mess with the Vikings.
Spin to Win, get a little bit of regeneration. Alright, we may end up getting this.
Back, baby.
We may. We're doing okay so far.
Yeah, okay.
Baylog's back. Oh. Hey, it's Zeratul. Cool. I'll spin on you. Oh no! Oh no, he killed one of my Vikings. What do I do? Come back with 2 of them, that's what. I mean, thankfully they're reduced Respawn time really helps with that. Now I've got the 2 ranged ones here. You realize you can't hurt me when you put me in your bubble, right? I mean, realize that. I'm hoping he realizes that.
Bring me to the food. Oh, I need a bigger shield.
How many times have I died? I've lost the group a couple times here. I'm not doing too bad. Spin. Nope. Jumped over his fireball. It's like Street Fighter over here. Zeratul keeps wanting me. He wants me bad. Alright. Let's go, Eric. And there we go. Oh, they're not hitting that for some reason. Well, darn. I had a feeling something like that was going to happen. The enemy team has been up on stopping our attempts. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to... There we go. Do some damage to the towers. I mean, every little bit helps. The enemy team has taken out one of our keeps. Unfortunately, we haven't taken out any of theirs. Come on, Diablo, what is this? Bye-bye, Malfurion. Alright, Eric, go, 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 go. No! Damn it! Alright, Eric, go. Just in case, go. I've got these 2 attacking. I've got Eric ready just in case. Go. Alright. Go ahead and, whatever. I lose Veilog, whatever.
Unleash its power. Rise again.
Let's get rid of Nazeebo. Excellent.
Well done, friend. Keep up the fight.
Alright, very good. Yeah, they're rooting me, trying to keep me away, or trying to keep me from doing more damage. It's only partially working. Alright, let's get out of there. I don't have a lot of time on him, do I? I have 17 seconds, yeah. So unfortunately, the other 2 Vikings didn't really get to help on that push. But, I mean, again, I had the Vikings with me with the Dragon Knight, so it's not like I'm losing a lot of power. Alright, we're gonna throw everything we can at him now. Yeah, it's got a minute cooldown on it. I shouldn't be using it here, should I? Oh well. It's actually not quite a minute because, you know, my impatience is a virtue. That's alright, we're okay, we're doing alright. We got 1 fort, they got 2, so we're actually behind. My team is behind.
Anyway.
Okay, let's go.
So my team is defending the bottom, hopefully they'll be able to. get Olaf out of there. As long as he doesn't take damage, he's okay. And of course, he takes damage the moment he comes in. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to push as much as possible with the Vikings. My team is hopefully going to defend the bottom. Alright, let's stop this mule. Norse Force. There we go. Another fort down.
Free him and destroy your enemy. The enemy is attacking your core.
God damn, are they really having that much trouble down there? There we go. Get all of them out of there. The enemy hasn't taken a primary keep yet, though I almost have.
Someone get over here and help me.
Yeah, that one's dead. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit that. Darn it. That is not what I wanted to hit. Great, that's going to be down for a while. I don't know what's going on. I'm keeping our team ahead in XP contribution, and it looks like we're barely ahead of the game at all on XP. As a matter of fact, the enemy team is ahead.
That was rather entertaining.
Alright, speed it up, boys. Yeah, run away, buddy. Run away. I wonder what happened to the... I didn't see it. I put this group up, and apparently it died. Because it didn't meet me when I was fighting up here, and that is still here for some reason. Hey, thank you very much. We'll take this from you. And we'll jump. Aw, you got them all. 45 seconds, though. We're okay. We stopped them from getting a mercenary camp. Unfortunately, they destroyed it immediately from the looks of it because the entire enemy team was there. What is going on? I've got 10 takedowns, so I'm not doing terribly. I've assisted with most of the a good amount of kills, it looks like. I've got a ton of siege damage that my team doesn't have. My hero damage is a little low, but not terribly low comparatively, but the XP is definitely up there. So I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong.
Shrines awaken once more. Who will control?
Me being away from that big push, honestly, I wouldn't have thought that would have been such a big deal. Being the Vikings and all. I mean, they could have used my longboat, I suppose. Yeah, like, look at this. This is pretty terrible. Oh boy. Really? Alright, jump. Yeah, I'm the only one alive. This isn't gonna work. My entire team is dead. And goodbye, Diablo. Yeah, the dragon's going somewhere else. That's okay, the team is pretty much up and ready. Alright, let's go back. They're not really getting a good push with this dragon. Aww. It's okay, they're still not getting a very good push with this dragon. Really? Again with the freaking Diablo ult. Him and his ability to come back. It's better than mine, that's for sure. Man, this is really a shame because I really wish I would have had that other match to show you guys because it was a nice victory. My team did well. It showed off the Vikings working as a group pretty well. Unfortunately,
The enemy is attacking your core.
I've died maybe about 9 times. I haven't died. I've died about the same as anyone else, it looks like. Alright, let's get in the longboat and try and stop some of this. We probably can't. For some reason, I don't have access to my longboat's ability, so there's a bug with that, unfortunately. And the enemy team just won resoundingly. So yeah, there's a bug with the longboat apparently, because when one of my guys, really even Abathur was here. Wow. Okay. I think, wow. I just don't even. Their team just beat our team, I think, is really what it comes down to it. I mean, we had 2 Dragon Knights and they had 2 Dragon Knights, but... man. I can hardly believe that one. Oh well, and again, it really, what makes me sad is I had a really good match with the Vikings that I really was looking forward to showing you guys, and it didn't record. And so well, unfortunately, that means you get this one. There's really a lot of strength here. I think you could possibly see it here, actually, with how it works. The Vikings, anytime I get the longboat was really powerful. I was able to take out some of the enemies from it. The Vikings gain a lot of strength when they're using the abilities, too. The spin to win just really makes it really powerful. They're able to do a lot of damage really quickly. Of course, they can avoid big damage with their jump. And then, of course, Norse Force is just a massive amount of shielding that will keep them alive as well. So I didn't play this one probably as well as I could have, especially compared to the last match, which that was part of it. I was kind of sad. It didn't help my morale any to have to play this again for and deal with the loss, but oh well. Hey, it's a decent match. It was a decent match. I'm just really sad that even their Abathur was out there at our core to show how resounding a victory that was. Oh man, it's a shame. It is really a shame. I was involved in more takedowns than Arterial and Falstad. I think that says something. Just a tiny bit. Right. Oh well. I'm not going to blame them. It was a victory. It was a loss overall to their victory overall. I mean, just look at the numbers, the resounding difference in the numbers. The only one that didn't really participate in that victory was their Nazebo, of which I was constantly, keeping back. He was trying to trap me. He really wanted to kill me, but he just couldn't really manage to do it unless he had a little bit of assistance. Oh well. It was, it was still fun. It really was. I like the Vikings. I just don't think I can play them individually. I think as a group they're pretty cool. I would, again, really like to see maybe them just giving them the abilities, if not just one ability. Maybe just give them the spin to win or something, some kind of ability to have to help them out. Maybe jump. Maybe not spin to win. Maybe jump. I don't know, because having something would really help them out. Like when they're alone, when you're controlling them individually, or even, here's the thing, you can control them as a group even if you're giving them individual skills. And it doesn't seem to be quite as impactful as when you're using the abilities. And most of the Vikings I see when I see people play them are usually going a build that features having all the skills. So it really feels like there's not a lot of diversity between the Vikings. I know they're trying to make them unique, but I feel like going the route of giving them these little auras and things like that just didn't quite work out. So I think what they might have to do is give them the abilities on a baseline and then have some talents to modify the abilities or to do what they're doing right now. Because unfortunately, I don't see what else they can do, because if you look at the talents, there's not a lot of talents per tier most of the time. Here you could take spin to win out, and you still got some interesting choices. Jump you could take out, and there's some choices. This doesn't matter. This, there was only 2, so they'd have to add something here, maybe move something around. I don't know. It just feels like the abilities are really the way to go. Well, anyway, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that match. So hopefully I will see you all next time.